All right, we got Naked Finance back at it again. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use Trader Joe. This is the king of Avalanche's DEXs. So we are operating today on the Avalanche blockchain, Avalanche mainnet, okay? And we are operating on Trader Joe, okay? So here's the front page. You can go to the blog, docs, code, analytics, vote. They have trading, liquidity pools, farms, stakes. You can lend. So all of a sudden, Trader Joe can be your bank. And if you like the white version or dark version, you can choose. I like the white. So you can see here, this is where your farms are: liquidity, pool weight, APR. You can search from Joe Farms, stablecoin farms, then my farms. Guys, I think XJoe is what I want to talk about mainly today because that's kind of the alpha within Joe. So this is my position, and we'll show you how to get that. But we'll come over here to the docs first. It's a good introduction. It's your one-stop decentralized trading platform on the Avalanche network. Farm, stake, borrow, you name it. It has tutorials, introductions, how to lend, how to collateralize tokens, what all that means. If you're new here, guys, definitely read up and check it out. Um, Protocols are very unique in certain ways. They have their own tokenomics. Joe's tokenomics are nice because they provide utility to XJoe, which incentivizes users to keep their Joe and lock it into an XJoe position rather than earning all of these liquidity emissions and just selling off Joe for profit, right? Like you have a use case now because XJoe, right? You take your Joe and make it into XJoe, and then you receive a share of the protocol's revenues, okay? Just like the Federal Reserve has its own monetary system, guys, protocols do as well, okay? You can check out the team, handy links to the Discord, announcements for Telegram. Yeah, the team, something interesting to point out too, we got a ninja on the team. How about that? Bullish. Yeah, so we'll send Joe to the moon and then we'll have the first ever ninja in outer space, guys. So that's cool with Joe. Another bit of alpha is I was checking on Twitter today. Um, this Daniel guy had some interviews on Friday, which was the 15th, okay? And essentially he said you'll be able to use XJoe as collateral on the platform of, yeah. Let's see, this guy's saying XJoe's collateral becomes a thing. Yeah. Okay. You eventually are going to be able to go to Abracadabra Money and borrow against your XJoe position. So think about how this can compound and relate in terms of your investing style, and building your portfolio, guys. This is what I am going to show you how to do today. We are going to stay long the whole ecosystem of Avalanche and give them our Avalanche token as collateral. And in return, we're going to earn 10% APY and 6% in rewards. So I have already went ahead and deposited almost one Avalanche, okay? And then you come over here. Oh, and then on the borrowing API, they're paying you almost 18%. Guys, this is real. These are incentives. This is what we're talking about within the tokenomics. Like they have tokens readily available to give out to you as rewards. And then we relate it back to XJoe. We'll get there in a second. But let's just say I want to borrow. We'll do 25% of what I can borrow right now just to show you guys how to do it. Here's your borrow limit, how much it was going to increase, and this is how much you have left. Borrowing limit used. So you always want to keep this healthy. Honestly, once I'm done doing these tutorials, I'll go back and I'll just close this out because I'm just doing this for proof of work, and these are burner wallets, guys, so don't get any funny ideas. So we use our AVAX collateral, borrow against it, and we can see on our dashboard, look how sleek this is. Has our borrow limits, it'll show you 0 to 100. So if this gets up to here, then I'm going to want to pay back my loan because I'm going to get liquidated. So for the people that do get liquidated, that earns Joe. and that is proponent of XJoe, because remember we're talking about XJoe here. All of these trades are paid to Trader Joe, and then in the future, you will be earning shares of lending interest, liquidations, and they'll all be paid through the XJoe. Okay, and percentages still need some clarity around that, but Joe holders may stake their Joe to XJoe and receive a share of the revenues. Guys, you can actually own the protocol in which you're operating, so big plus. So then we come over here. We just borrowed some Avalanche, and let's just say we want to make a swap. We'll do 0.1, and then we'll do Joe. Swap this guy out. Cool. And then once this transaction processes, we can come over here to stake our Joe to get an XJoe position. And you'll notice it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. So keep in mind, you're not going to get ripped off. It's just what it is. You can add XJoe to wallet, see your staking stats, guys. We'll take you to an extension of this analytics page down here. Okay, right? So you can come into staking stats, and you can, well, this is your portfolio. It'll show you what's good. And this is the overall general analytics of staking. Fees, Joe harvested, Joe burned, Joe minted, total supply. These all have significance, guys, because like I mentioned, this is its own protocol. It is a monetary system. I'd love to have the guys at Trader Joe come on and talk about how they thought about the tokenomics, how they thought about how much to allocate towards the treasury, future investors, months to emit, total supply. Like, we'd love to hear this, guys. I think that could be a fun little episode we do in the future. But anyways, you can see anything you want to in these docs. So these are clutch. We want to keep this in mind. And if you don't know what something is, guys, at the bottom down here, you will literally have like handy links, audits, DEX, lending. Wait, where was it going? Handy links. Yeah, you can literally just get access to their Twitter, Discord, Reddit, and you can ask them questions if you don't know what something means or does. Definitely would recommend doing that. So this is cool. This is everything all about the analytics page. This is your home page. You can see how much liquidity is provided within each individual liquidity pair. Very important that there's liquidity. You can see the different types of tokens. You can see the lending stats and all that good stuff. And some other useful resources I want to point out. This guy Blockmates. Shout out Blockmates on Twitter. We've interacted together a few times. I'll link this here below. He's got fantastic write-ups. Would love to have him on too, right? So this is a complete guide to the Trader Joe and the Joe token. He writes this out and explains it, and he's a smart guy. All right, so we'll sauce his Twitter up here. We'll get that linked in the description too. He's a good follow. Another thing you can do is you can just check out what's going on within Joe. Like, you can Google for Trader Joe platform on Twitter, check it out, see what they're saying, guys. See their updates. They just recently released borrowing, okay, and Banker Joe. This is a hilarious video. It's fantastic. The memeability is great of Joe. People can run the world with memes, and Trader Joe is capitalizing on that. So you got to give respect where respect's due. Cool. So there's some alpha here on Twitter, guys. It just takes time to go look and see what's good. You can see. Wow, 2 months, 3 million, 3 billion. I mean, cool. So these are, and you can see the people that interact. Like, this is a good guy to follow. You can see he's building on Avalanche. Daniel's great follow. Highly recommend him. So, yeah, that's the Twitter aspect of things. And then I guess we'll come over here. We'll show you the chart of Joe. Oh, guys, I got completely sidetracked. We forgot to put our XJoe position into the farm. So you come in here, insert your balance, let it load, stake. And then boom, you will have that in here. Got a little sidetrack there, guys. And while I'm on it, I guess I'll show you Zap. If you want to get into any of these liquidity pools, just use the Zap function. It's so easy. Like if you wanted to go to Joe to USDC and farm to get Joe rewards and then lock up your Joe rewards into XJoe, simple. Just go from whatever token you want into here. That way you don't have to manually do it and do like trades like half and half of each in order to get liquidity pool tokens. So you can insert half and half each over here. So that's Trader Joe, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to link a bunch of stuff in the description so you can check it out. But here's the Joe chart. I will tweet this as well. This is my thoughts here. I just like to look at technical analysis from a price action standpoint, guys. You can look down here and you can see we have some support, right? Bounce, bounce, bounce within this area, bounce within this area. This was bought up pretty quickly. We can actually see how much of a move was this. We went 140%, guys, in 3 days, in 12 hours, approximately. Okay, wow. So as you can see, this this area flipped, and then we went bullish, had a huge rip, all-time highs around 450, had a little topping action, and has descended, pardon me, since. And we had a big retracement. So if you are looking for an XJoe position, now might be the time to consider it, because look, we're down almost 70% in 2 weeks, guys. It's crazy. And we held the support area. We have one bottom here, another one here. We have Joe making higher highs. We'll see what happens whenever price action dictates itself here. I mean, guys, the price action is always right, never what you want it to be. But maybe if we get up in this area, so this is kind of where you saw your first bounce. Maybe we can get up in this area and flip this section, then we can be ripping again to test all-time highs. All right, and this is the volume this is the volume traded within each individual area. These blue bars in the background here, guys. So you can see if we get up into here, there's thin volume. This is some thick volume here. This is where the accumulation is happening. Okay, this is where the primary buying and selling is happening. Once we get up above here, then we can have some price discovery, guys, and we'll see what happens with the Joe rip. So this is TrendSpider. I will also tweet this and link it in the description as well. But that is Trader Joe. Guys, please let me know what you think. And hopefully in the future, we can make some cool videos. Maybe we'll get Trader Joe guys on. But yeah, I'll see you next time.